Hi there, it's Erin, and I'm here to talk about this season of rebirth and purification that we're in. This is also associated with the archetype of the tower in the tarot deck, where we can be in massive resistance to the things that we've created while wearing masks and costumes and carrying fake IDs, and those things that we created when we were being false or we were experiencing illusion are now crumbling. And that doesn't feel good. Oftentimes we can feel like we're being shattered, fragmented, a lot of catastrophic events in our internal lives. And that's what I've been experiencing lately. I'm going to call this the cleansing of the energetic wallet, which may be holding a lot of fake IDs in the past. And what if you held on to all of your fake IDs because the ego will build its identification of itself based on things that may even be extremely negative, just to uphold its own sense of self. And when we're integrating more with our soul doesn't have an identity or a form like we would think of it here in our human self. And that might feel a little open, empty, or scary. And it does kind of scare the ego when that starts happening. You have your spiritual awakening, and these remembrances of your true self come in, and they don't fit the picture that is on that fake ID. And that can be destabilizing in some ways. So I have recently cleared a lot of my fake IDs, and it was a painful process, but I don't think it has to be as painful as I made it. One of the big ones for me was this belief, this is an ancestral inherited, family story of I'm a poor kid who comes from poverty and I'll never have enough. I'm always going to be in that group of people that nothing good ever happens to, and we just don't have wealth. Other people have wealth. That's for them, it's not for me. And this identity or false belief system really blew up in my face the other day and created kind of a mini catastrophe. And I felt myself going down, down, down into the depths of despair about it. And what came from that was my guides finally came in and kind of talked to me once I calmed down a little bit and said, Erin, this is presenting itself to you because it's going away. You cleared this enough to be able to see it now rather than it hanging out in your unconscious, creating and manifesting for you in an unconscious way. And once I had that revelation, the whole energy of it shifted. I was able to see it as a past false identity that was creating from the background. We can have all kinds of false IDs. Sometimes we took it on at the age of 5, 6, 7. Some of these were created in our teenage years or our 20s, or I don't know how old you are, but I'm 50, so I have a lot of them. And my wallet was just overstuffed, and it was time to let these things go. So, whatever your false IDs are saying about you, if it feels uncomfortable and it's been kind of wreaking havoc in different aspects of your life, can you see that as a false self? Can you break through the illusion of that and finally let that go? So, I have some light language and I have a little energy healing that's going to come through me in a moment that will help kind of dig down into these layers. We'll call it the energetic wallet, pull out some of these false IDs and allow them to dissolve. Maybe you'll be aware of it, maybe you won't. Maybe over the next few days, as you unpack this energy, you will begin to see, sense, and feel what's going away, what is on its way out, what doesn't fit anymore. And as soon as you can identify it and feel it, it's already on its way out, and you can fully dissolve that, say goodbye to it, and allow what comes in to be blank. Now, that is another thing. When the soul comes in and we're sort of remembering who we really are, that can feel a little empty, a little blank, and a little scary because we don't know that part of ourselves and it doesn't come in with a strong identity often. So allow for that, allow for plans to shift, allow for yourself to pivot. And this may take a little bit of time, but it's like a relearning how to walk without carrying so many heavy bags. Now, your hot air balloon isn't going to have as many sandbags, so it's going to be able to rise a little higher in vibration and experience new things, but allow that to come in as divine inspiration. Your mind does not need to control that or know what that's going to look like. All right, so I'm going to bring in this light language transmission. This is from Mother Earth. Gaia is the one that guided me through this. Take a deep breath, ground into your body, and allow whatever needs to come up through the mind, through realization and awareness, to just come through. Be open to receive and become aware of what is coming up to clear. Sharriton nimuko uberiata gu barhiakati saratin kanaruyata mimo moko boriata dia sada jani saratangu ukubeye iakaya. Kaya kuriata nimu miko yariargan nuriba pe ukosata diargu bakagi ugurimaka. Zararunye ikuya zete derokiruta tani nimma. Jor nyuma webeberia to the bakori bakade diriota ningimanania. So yakaria tatako yabakada dirokung yumoko sekataki utataki uyapakataki ukikia yubaka ushasiata. Allow the version of yourself that has already cleared all of this. This may be in a what we would call a future timeline to beckon to you through the quantum field now. This is a heart opening. This is a solar plexus opening of the sweet life in a higher vibration when you dissolve these false ID tags that are no longer appropriate for you in this new vibration. This is new earth anchoring into you. These are the light codes that are helping you remember who you truly are. Nario no niko terigo tete oke bakaya yuta kaninya makai. Shoryo tete kaninya mania nani o ya behe eke ya ya. Sharriata o tete ngun rio tatia tai. Nehe o ya mahmo ko eba o shatatia sakata. And imagine all of these energies that have now gathered. And on the next big exhale, dissolve them. Your breath is the light. You are dissolving these false identities, these masks, these costumes, the advertising campaign that you had to go and hire out just to fit in with those costumes. And that's not you anymore. Allow it to go. Surrender to the crumbling of your tower. And allow the real you to be rebirthed in this new earth energy. You are the creator of your abundance and the receiver of that. And you are fully worthy of everything beautiful that you create. Every flower that you get to look at. Every sunset. Every time your feet touch the grass. Every time you feel the warm sun on your face. That is you creating that for yourself to see, sense, and feel and experience. Clearing, clearing, releasing, releasing all that is not you in this now moment. Thank you so much for participating in this transmission of light. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.